dogs to breed. So in other words, I don't care if the dog is purple. If they work sheep, we'll breed to them, and if they work them right. Some of the things you're going to be watching for today is, of course, the way they approach the lambs. These lambs, by the way, are North Country Cheviots. They come from the Cheviot Hills between Scotland and England. The dog that I'm working here is Gwen. She's my older female, and hopefully we'll get to the other dogs as well today. But what I want to sort of show you is how the first thing we teach these dogs is to wear. And wearing means nothing more than the dog bringing the sheep to the handler. In that case, the handler takes the role of the pack leader, and the dog, being its hereditary, goes back to a small black and white wolf that originated in the Middle East and was brought to the British Isles by the Roman legions to herd their sheep up into that area. And of course, the Scottish Shepherds were responsible for the enhanced breeding of the dogs. So first thing we'll do is I'll just let Gwen work a little bit. I'll just ask her up. I won't ask her to do much of anything. And you can sort of watch the way she works. She's an extremely fast dog, sometimes really pushy. And when you're trying to get 1,000 head of sheep through a small gate, that comes in awfully handy. Some of the other dogs that we bring out, you'll notice a little bit of difference in the way they approach their livestock. So we're just going to ask her up and just let her work a little bit and give you an idea of what it is we look for in these dogs and what the Scottish Shepherds looked for as well when they were choosing which ones to breed for.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to tell her too much. I'm just going to see what she does. And if she keeps them to me, she's doing the right thing. Driving away is something that we'll teach later on to the more mature dogs. And you'll see if I have time to get my younger dogs out here, we won't do that with them at all. Now with Gwen, we will. But you can see how she tries to keep the nose of the sheep on a straight line between her and me. So that's exactly what that's called. That's called balance. And that's something that you can't teach. That's bred in. She wants these lambs to be near me because being the pack leader, I'll determine what to do with them, whether it's to catch one and eat it or just to work them the way we're working them here. But you can see how she's working on her own. And this is we'll do this with young dogs a lot. She loves doing this.
It's going on.
As you can tell.
Pass it on. Proud of our heritage.
I can tell by working her, she's sort of surprised I'm not telling her to do much. So she keeps looking at me saying, "What's next, boss?" We're just going to let her make the decision again, and then we'll do a little drive away for you. Oh, my bad. The commands we use that come by and wave to me are Gaelic in origin, and they mean to the left and to the right, like ha and g with horses. Come by and wave to me. And then, of course, they have a down command. But like any dog, the most important word that they have, and if you're into training your dog at all, is their name, of course. You can confuse them with too much. If I just growl at her, we'll try it once to see what she does.
Oh, how fast. Fast.
She's looking out over top of them just to make sure I'm in the right spot.
Me too.
This
me
is
too.
probably a
That's
little
me.
over-flanking. If I was really being critical of her right now, I'd say, well, maybe you don't have to work so much, Gwen. Just control them with your eye a little bit. Walk slow. Keep the lambs walking slow. It's
Oh.
best for livestock. If they move slowly throughout the farm, try not to push them too hard. And of course, by doing that, you're taking pounds off, you're putting stress on the animal, and that's something we like to avoid.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to let her drive away a little bit. You'll see I'll have to talk to her a little bit more now.
Where are you at sitting here?
Hmm?
I know, where are you at
Now we'll set her on a little bit of a longer outrun for you.
though? We're over by the Scottish flag, by the pole where the mass band comes in.
Look how fast. Oh.
Right where the mass band enters, which is big opening here. We're right.
I'll try not
right
to say
on
too
the
much
side
to her.
here.
See if she can get him to me.
Put your hand up in the air. Where you stand? Where you at?
What's up, boss?
Which one do you what color is it? I see ya. Yep. Okay.
A little impatient there.
Okay. Wave the patty over there, taking the blue umbrella. Right there. See your man waving? Okay. All right. Bye.
A lot of this is instinct, something you can't train. And it's rare that you would see this in another breed of dog.
Cooper, you're standing right where my umbrella's dripping. Come back. Here, baby.
Oh.
Okay, now we're going to try and split them apart, and that's really something that they don't like to do. We'll see if these lambs cooperate. That's called a shed in the competitive world. Years ago, maybe 40 years ago when I started this, well, I had a collie as a kid, but years ago I got into the competition end of it, and I had the sheep for the dogs. And as our farm grew, I soon had the dogs for the sheep. And it wasn't until that happened that I really realized what these dogs meant and how they were bred and how they should be trained. So we got away from a lot of the control issues that we used to have on the competitive circuit, which resulted in a real mechanical dog and more into a natural working dog like you see here.
Look at him.
Might be something. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. 3 and 3 by you.
Yes, he did. 3 and 3.
3 and 3, right on even. Guys, look at that. Not too good.
Okay, there's a shed for you.
Yay.
Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to bring another different dog in.